Hey, what's up? This is Diesel, and throughout the years of professional wrestling, there's been a lot of great debates, and some of them, I find pretty interesting to debate about. One side says this, one side says that. I want to believe this, I want to believe that. I don't know what to believe. Hard to pick. Decisions. So these are some of the best wrestling debates, and you guys tell me which side do you want for these debates? First debate. Whew. Debate will never die until yeah, this debate will never die unless somebody admits. But yeah, was the Montreal screw job a work? I believe it is. Whose fault was it for the Starcade 1997 screw job? I personally believe it was Eric Bischoff's call. That because he kind of can be that dumb sometimes. Like he was out of shape and his skin was very white. Eric Bischoff, I know this is 1997, this is 20 years ago, but this isn't Game Man's house. Next question. Who's better, Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin, the two faces of the Attitude Era? Gotta say Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who's better, Stone Cold Steve Austin or Hulk Hogan? I mean, if you want to compare Hogan's first 2 years as a babyface, no, I can't even say his first 4 years as a babyface versus Austin's 4 years, 2000. So, first 4 to 5 years, whatever. Hot Austin, but at the same time, you gotta look at, like the overall time period, his comeback, probably the greatest comeback story of all time, how over he was. Him getting cheered after did his great work with NWO. So for a lengthy period of time, Hulk Hogan and plus two, he created two boom periods. So yeah, and worked a great babyface and a great heel as a main eventer, which both of them caused two boom periods. In the 80s, I really love this debate. Who was better in the 80s? Who was the wrestler of the 80s? Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair? Who's the hardest question to answer? I mean, Ric Flair was Wrestler of the Year 1981, 1983, 1984, 1985, 1986, and 1989. That's six. Hogan was Wrestler of the Year in 1987. That's one. So, still, Hogan was selling tickets. He was selling T-shirts. He was drawing money. Him on top took wrestling to new heights. Like Vince claims he could have anybody did have that spot. No, I'm sorry. Like, okay, let's say if Hogan stayed at AWA, didn't come to WWF, and they went with Sergeant Slaughter instead, because many people believe that if Hogan wasn't there, Sergeant Slaughter is going to be the face of the company. Would that have been as big? No, I don't think so. Because one thing I found out from Lundrick was that Hogan was already drawing money, serious money in AWA and in Japan, facing Antonio Inaki. So he was basically a proven draw before he came to WWE. Just he was a draw before he got to WWE, and then when he got to WWE, next question. Would The Rock have gotten the same push if he was full black on black? I don't know, man. They kind of do have a tendency to not really push blacks. But at the same time, though, Austin's neck was damaged. So they kind of needed to go through with it. And even when The Rock first got there, they didn't have any future plans on making this guy the face of the company. So Rock being who he is, like They weren't planning to push him, but they needed a new babyface. Austin was gone. Somebody had to fill those shoes when he was gone for a year. But I don't know. But at the same time, Vince couldn't afford to lose WCW, so I'll be real with you. I can't even answer that one. But you guys tell me. Next question. Was Brock Lesnar ending the streak the right call? In my opinion, what do y'all say? I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what any wrestler says. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't care if fans think. I don't care if casuals think. I don't care if hardcore think. I don't care. It was the right call. Yes, it was. So Brock Lesnar doesn't do it and Roman Reigns does it. I'm not cool with that, bro. I defended it then, and I'm defending it now. It was the right call. Should they have booked Brock Lesnar better, heading towards this, not taking an L to Cena and Triple H? Yeah, you're damn right you shouldn't have. But I'm sorry, who else? The only way I want to see Cena do it is if he turns heel, and he wasn't going to do that. So no, thank you. Roman Reigns, no, thank you. Shawn Michaels, sorry, no, thank you. He wanted to retire, he chose to. That was his choice. Triple H, hell no, not interested. Like for me, the only other people I would have been cared for to see him to break it is maybe Orton in 2004, but at the time I thought Orton was going to do it, but you know what? Thank God they didn't. Batista would have been incredible, but the problem is he was winning all the time and fans were booing him for Undertaker, so that wouldn't have been a good idea. Who else? Edge, hell to the no. I did not want to see that. No, thank you. I'm not gonna lie to nobody still. If Sting came and faced Undertaker in 2011, I would not mind seeing Sting beat Undertaker. I sorely mean that. If Sting were to beat Undertaker at WrestleMania 27, I would have been cool with that 100%. But end of the day, Sting's WCW guy, so Vince was not having that. But let's say if Vince had changed heart, so you know what? You can beat Undertaker. I would have been cool with that. And who else? I would have been cool with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 30 if they booked him right. I think that would have worked. I would have accepted it. But aside from that, yeah, I defend Brock Lesnar defending it then, and I still do now. In my opinion, a lot of y'all might hate me for this, might shot the video for this, but yeah, Brock Lesnar breaking the streak was the right call. Yes, it was, in my opinion. Next up, would Chris been censored? Did what he did had Eddie Guerrero not died? My true belief is no. Chris would not have emmed himself if Eddie was still alive because I was his best friend. And you gotta look at it like this. First, Eddie died, a bunch of other friends died, and his wife was gonna leave him. Yeah, that psychopath was going crazy and said, nah, bitch. I done had all my friends died, my closest friend died, and you're gonna leave me? No, bitch, you ain't leaving me. If you leave me, I'm gonna kill you. And that's what Chris did. So yeah, and then worse too, he kind of lost him when Eddie died. That's his closest friend. He was never the same after that, unfortunately. But do I think he would have killed himself had Eddie been alive? No, I don't. Next debate. Who's better between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk? I love this debate. Very hard to pick. Sometimes I say Punk, sometimes I say Bryan. I mean, Punk had a bit more of the casual buzz. Bryan had the die-hard buzz. Punk did draw more on the money side. Bryan had the fans by the balls. He made the yes chant huge. Bryan got the better push overall. Punk did get a longer period of time. Both great in the ring. Punk had the better WWE in-ring run. Brian had the better outside WWE in-ring run. They're both gone now, unfortunately. I don't care what no one says. To me, both of them leaving was the equivalent to Rock and Austin leaving. I don't care what none of y'all say. But yeah, this is very hard for me. Slight edge to CM Punk. Barely, but maybe slight edge. And that's not even my official answer, but that slight edge to Punk. Who knows? Punk can return. They can clear Brian if they feel like it. So yeah, I don't know. Slight edge to Punk, but barely. Next up, who was better in the early 2000s between the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian? I mean more strictly 2000 to 2001. Maybe throw in 1999, but true, it was their match at No Mercy that was like that made these two tag teams. So that's why I go 2000 2001 was they were together for a full year. But yeah, especially 2000 mainly because one side says Edge and Christian was tag team of the year. The other side says the Hardy Boys. Edge and Christian were the heels. Hardy Boys the baby faces. They're getting the big pops, t-shirt sales. They both have a great match with each other. They both have the TLC matches, the ladder matches. I don't know. It's kind of hard. If I had to pick, I'll give the nod to Edge and Christian. Next up, who was better between Shawn Michaels or Undertaker? So he's kind of like over the years thing, a couple of years. Some people said Shawn, a couple of the more recent time, people say Undertaker. I'll see some people say Shawn's the GOAT. I'll see some people say Undertaker's the GOAT. And I'll see some people say the others are GOATs. But when it comes to greatest of all time, I do hear these two men. The two WrestleMania matches back to back, 5-star classics, longevity, amazing. Who would I pick? I still say Shawn Michaels. Next question, which era was better? Hulkamania or Attitude Era? Close. Still gotta say Hulkamania era. Hulkamania era built the WWE. Well, yeah, Bruno Sammartino helped build WWF, but Hulkamania took it to a whole nother level. So you had to have Hulkamania to have Attitude Era. So therefore, I gotta go Hulkamania era. Next question. Would Stone Cold have gotten booed if he faced Hogan at WrestleMania 18? No, he wouldn't. Remember, Rock, it's very easy for fans to hate him. Like, people get jealous of him, people hate on him. Some people say in 2002 his character was getting stale. He was leaving for Hollywood. That was another problem with diehards. So it's not that hard to boo Rock, honestly, because Rock got booed at SummerSlam facing Brock Lesnar. Rock got booed facing the Austin, his hometown. So do I think Austin would get booed facing Hogan? No, I don't. There's one side who thinks he wouldn't, and there's one side who thinks he would. It's very 50-50. I'm on that side who says, no, he wouldn't. Next debate, best tag team of 2014, the Usos and the Young Bucks. I remember even battling myself in my head saying which team was better. I'll give the nod to the Young Bucks with their popularity. It was close though for me. Next up, who was Wrestler of the Year for 2017, the year that just passed? Okada or Omega? And I go Omega. Like I said in my other video, him and Jericho basically had big buzz. I like Omega on the mic better. the Bullet Club. So yeah, Okada wins that for me. No, no, Omega wins that for me. Sorry, both three syllables start with O and end with A. But yeah. And last off, when was the death of WCW before it closed down? And you know what? I thought about this long and hard, and I gotta say, finger poke of doom. Yes, it was. End of the day, how much real great things happened after that came? DDP finally winning the title, but as a heel. So kind of a bit of points off for that. Sting finally returns, wins WCW title, only to lose it back that same night. So yeah, what really great happened after Finger Poke of Doom? Nothing. So yeah, in my opinion, the Finger Poke of Doom killed WCW. But yeah, those are some of my all-time great, best favorite debates in wrestling history. A, answer some of those questions on those debates I named, and B, what are some other great debates that I didn't put on the list? You tell me. Comment, feedback, subscribe, and yeah, I want to hear your feedback.